Hello everyone, welcome to Enchanted Cottage. We're going to be doing all signs, special Halloween reading or Samhain, whichever you prefer, and see what's coming in good for you this week. It may be love or money. We're just going to kind of leave it open, see what's coming in for all the signs for the week of Halloween, right? I hope you guys have some fun plans. I know, with the situation like it is, we can't always do everything we enjoy doing, but we're just going to kind of take it from there and see what is coming in for you, okay? We are going to go backwards because, again, Mercury is in retrograde, so I've been doing readings backwards, right? If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like and share this video, and hit me up if you want more information. By the way, when we do these readings, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, and if you don't know how to do that, in the description box below, there is a link to get that information for free, a birth chart, okay? So that you know all of your placements, anything heavy in there, so that, you can check and see what different signs resonate and that sort of thing, not only in this reading, but other individual readings as well. So with that being said, let's get started with my Pisces folks. Okay, and I'm time stepping as I go, so I stop to write that down as I go. So anyway, let's see what's good coming in your world right now, Pisces, and what you might expect, some advice and that sort of thing. Okay, wow. Okay, somebody's feeling disappointed. Maybe you, maybe somebody that you know or dealing with, okay? Maybe guarding against some temporary losses even. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. Maybe even a little deception, okay? And also, disappointment, regret. Sometimes you got the Five of Cups in the upright. But the thing about the Five of Cups is this guy's focused on the cups that have spilled over, but the cups behind him are completely full. Oftentimes, Pisces, that's just a word to you to be grateful for what you have. That will manifest reasons to be grateful in the future, right? And you know what? You've got good things coming in. So, okay, here's the overall advice for you from these three cards. Because you got the Three of Cups upright. Very well could be love or just happiness in the family and cause for celebration, okay? It can mean a wedding or commitment card, but it is a harmonious energy coming in, regardless of whether we're talking about a job situation, family, money, whatever, or of course, romance, like so many are interested in. But, you've got earth and water here for what it's worth. Again, I don't get too caught up on the zodiac signs. But anyway, the whole message here is not to focus on what you've lost, but being grateful for what you have. And that results in these things. Celebrations, happiness, long-term happiness in every area, and abundance. So I like it a lot for you, Pisces. I think your week is going to be nice. Okay, you got some good things coming in this week. Yay. Okay, Aquarius, let's talk. All right, so we're going to see what you've got coming in for the week of Halloween, and some advice going forward. This is kind of like a special little Halloween week reading, right? What do we have coming in for my Aquarius individuals? Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, right? Okay, well, okay. You may be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries or an air sign. Again, don't get caught up in the zodiac signs. Take the message. There are some things that are not known that are going to come to light, and there is going to be some harmony that comes after some disagreement or roadblock, okay, is going to be opened up for you because of some information probably coming to light. This can speak to some fluctuating emotions or some subconscious beliefs about yourself that are maybe toxic or harmful, but they're going to come to light. You're going to work through them. That can be one story. One story is that there's some things that you don't know that is going to lead to some harmony, okay, and some kind of healthy agree to disagree kind of harmony, okay? You yourself, Aquarius, I like it a lot. You are stepping into this Empress energy. Now, again, don't get caught up on gender. I say that all the time, but this is a very well-balanced individual in every area, kind of just got it going on, high vibe. That's where you're at. So I think, you know, that many of you are healing, or you're seeing some roadways open up to success, whether it be in romance or money or whatever, or family. Okay, just take this as it resonates, because, you know, I'm kind of being general for this reading on purpose, because it is, like I said, kind of a special reading. So anyway, the advice is to be intuitive. Watch your beliefs about yourself, meditate to work on your subconscious, and I tell you how to do that in my Changing Self-Beliefs video in my playlist on my channel called Self-Improvement, okay? And it's really, really easy to meditate in the way that I describe in there, I promise you, because this Gemini with ADHD completely understands about meditation and the challenges of quieting your mind, right? I got twins that argue, and my Capricorn moon overthinks. And, you know, if I allow myself to go that route, my head is a literal choir of people arguing and overthinking. So I have to do that to keep my sanity, literally. Okay, so that's your advice for the week. And, you know, again, I do see things opening up for you and you stepping into your high vibe energy. So I like it for you, Aquarius, and I think good things are coming in. That Empress card can speak to marriage, long term, can speak to pregnancy or motherhood. So this may involve a family type dynamic that we're talking about as well, okay? So I like the week for you overall, Aquarius. Let's talk to my Capricorns. How are you doing today, Cappy friends, my little earthy Cappies? So here's what we're going to do. What do we need to know about anything you've got coming in, and advice and that sort of thing for my Halloween special reading, or Samhain, whichever you prefer. Okay. Coming in, whoa. I like it. You may be dealing with water or fire sign, okay? But again, I don't get caught up in the zodiac, because it takes all four energies plus the arcanas, you know, the major arcanas to bring a message. So that's the most important thing. In the past, you've struggled with a decision, but that is coming to a close, and you are coming to a decision. And here's what's going to happen when you do that. You have the Ten of Cups in the upright, which is pure abundance. And it typically involves romance, but doesn't always. It very much can also mean family, stability in a family, maybe some blending family coming together from, like, you know, stepchildren kind of thing. Okay, I'm just saying that. But there's progress being made in that area, and there's healing. That's what this card speaks to, okay? The Two of Wands was a struggle to make a decision, but it is progress and going in the right direction, okay? So I like it. You know, Wands is all about taking action. So there is going to be some actions taken either on your part or the party or parties you're dealing with to lead to some really nice energies going forward. Love, love, love it for you, Capricorn. I would just say that Ten of Cups speaks to the need for teamwork and coming together, rather than, you know, and certainly we always just rely on ourselves, of course, but focus on a common goal together, whether this is a romance situation or a family or even a job situation. You know, the sum of the parts is greater than how it is, you know, individually, right? You know, 2 + 2 = 5 kind of thing, synergy. You probably have heard of that. That's the advice. Step into that mindset, okay, of, you know, the spirit of cooperation, coming together, you know, come let us reason together kind of mentality. Okay, Capricorn, I like it for you. So with that being said, let's move along to my Sagittarius friends. Sagittarius, we are doing your Halloween reading, just kind of, you know, keeping it general, because I want to know what's coming in for you for Halloween, Samhain, however you want to look at it, okay? And what you need to be mindful of and that sort of thing. Okay, what do you got coming in this week? What do we need to know? Something is coming to a close. Okay, you've been worried about losses, okay, and it may be financial for many of you, and it may be family related, or, you know, just some damage done, and maybe you even dealt with some deception. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Maybe something is coming to or came to an end recently, okay, because you do have that Ten of Swords, which is really the end of a cycle. That can be a good thing, because, you know, if it's a yucky cycle, then certainly we want it to end. But I think it was painful, okay, for many of you. painful for many of you. That's what it speaks to. You may, you know, and you've got earth and air here, and you also have the Aquarius card. Maybe, maybe not. Again, zodiac signs are really not relevant. What's relevant so much is the storyline. But you know what? Your overall arching energy this week is the card of hope and healing and optimism. It's the Star card. It's the Aquarius card, and better days ahead. So I think it's both advice and a prediction. The advice being, the advice being, you know, don't give up hope in yourself and in the situation. And because look, if you do that, then you're going to manifest exactly what you fear. Or, I don't want this to happen again. If you're focused on what you don't want, that's what you're going to manifest. It's not what you're trying to do, but it's what's going to inadvertently happen without you really intending for that to be the case. But, you have to remain optimistic and have hope that better days are coming, because this is predicting that they are. So it's kind of like, step into that energy because it's yours. And, with the veil being thin this week, and it is, certainly our manifestation abilities are really, really great. Okay, Saggy, I like it for you. Scorpio, let's talk. We're doing a special reading, so let's see what the energies are as far as what is coming your way, or advice for the week, or that sort of thing. We'll just kind of speak, this is kind of a general reading, so we'll just keep it light. It may be love, money, family, whatever, friendships even, sure, of course. Okay. Wow, okay, yeah. You are dealing with, okay, you're feeling overburdened and you're trying to make a choice. That's what I'm getting. And by the way, earth, fire, and water energy. But again, so you got 9 signs. This is why I say zodiac signs do not matter, okay? But, I feel like some of you, I'm just going to call it like I see it, okay? Scorpio, and that is this. Some of you are resisting stepping into healing and doing some energy work, meditation, working on your self-beliefs and that sort of thing. That's what the cards say. I'm not going to go against what they say because that's what they're telling me. But there is a need to do some healing. And look, don't ever be afraid to reach out to the supportive individuals that are near and dear to you for help. And that's what this card is speaking to. Some of you being in that energy and mindset of feeling like, I can't step away from my life because nobody else can hold this together. Guess what? No one is irreplaceable. I don't care who you are. No one is irreplaceable as far as getting tasks done. Now, as far as your individual existence in the world, absolutely, you're needed, which is why you need to take a step back and do the healing and becoming. That's how you step into your true power and become most effective when you are out there doing this and that and the other and interacting with people, accomplishing goals and tasks and doing your work, because you're filling yourself up. It's a balance between time alone with you, time you spend with you and you alone, meditate, heal. Yes, I'm calling you out. I love you. This is a lovingly calling you out thing, Scorpio, okay? So take that as it resonates, okay? But, there's some resentments here. And I don't know if that's you or the person you're dealing with, okay? But a feeling of being overwhelmed with outcomes not being set in stone and trying to make some choices, kind of thing. And, I hope that you allow yourself to realize how much more potential you can have if you step back and do the work. Because look, when you are constantly, taking the time out from your life to do the self-work is when you are your smartest, your most beautiful, your sexiest, your prettiest, your most attractive, you're best at your parenting, you're best at being a sibling, a friend, a co-worker, and certainly a romantic partner. So that's the advice for you for the week, Scorpio. And you know what? I like it. I think it's very loving advice. Okay, so I'm just going to call it like I see it. Libra, let's talk. How are my Libras doing? The scales of justice and balance. That is your card. So I always think of that when I think of my Libra friends. So let's see what is going on in general terms with regard to your situation as far as your energies go, Libra. Let's see what we've got. This may be family, relationships, new opportunities in career, whatever. We're just leaving it open. So just take this as it resonates. Okay. Okay, you may be dealing with a Taurus. You also have Earth energy in general. I see an oh, you got 2 aces. You got some opportunity coming in, okay? It's the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, okay? But, you know, you may be resistant to some of this, okay? You may be feeling a little bit rebellious, and you may be dealing with some instability on either you or the person you're dealing with, okay? A kind of resistant to divine guidance sometimes, okay? Or guidance from an authority figure who is really a wise individual. So don't do that, okay? Don't, you know, step into your knowledge and increase your intuitive abilities. And here's what's going to happen if you do that. That's the overarching energy, by the way, because the major arcanas always trump anything else. And you've got 2 minors here. You've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. A lot of potential this week, Libra. A lot of potential for opportunity, whether it's financial. This is a new opportunity and a new start, whether it's financial or otherwise. You know, it's kind of like a new, and it is a successful outcome with that. But the Ace of Pentacles requires effort on your part, right? And that means you going from here to here and exercising your wisdom that you do by doing the meditation and such, right? And you've got the Ace of Swords, which is some truth coming to light and some triumph over adversity. But again, it is not going to fall in your lap. That's why you got the Pentacles. You've got to do the work. Have the clear vision. Swords is all about intuitive abilities, and you cannot do that if you're not doing the meditation regularly. Your intuition, you won't be able to hear it. It'll be there. It'll be trying to talk to you, but you know, it will be very cloudy in your head. You'll have all these voices in your head, and you're like, is this my ego, my intuition? What's going on? You know, who is this? But you will be able to hear that voice if you're doing the meditation and the energy work regularly, Libra. So yes, that is my message to you, and it's done in love, right? And you know, that's the divine message to you today. So with that being said, Virgo, how are you doing? Virgo, what do you have coming in at Halloween week? This is kind of like a general reading, heads up, advice, that sort of thing, Virgo. What do you have? Ooh, you got some information coming in that is good, okay? Yeah, and you have, you know, some youthful energy. You have water and fire energy, but again, the zodiac signs are not what's important. But you know, you're kind of being called to take some action about this and not worry so much about other people, but also kind of observe and gather information. But you may have an immature energy, which may not always be bad, but like a youthful energy coming in with an opportunity or some information that you don't know. You know, many of you are dealing with feeling bored or not content, not peaceful with your current situation. If that is the case, your advice is to figure out why and to either adjust your mindset if that's what's wrong, or change what's going on to where your passion is and where you need to follow your heart, okay, and your intuition, okay, which will line up if you're doing the energy work. I'm just going to say that we talked about earlier, that being the meditation and that sort of thing, okay? You do have the Queen of Cups, so I feel like many of you are either walking into dealing with a very nurturing and loving energy. Watch out for codependence. That can happen a little bit with that Queen of Cups, but not always. It is sometimes someone who might neglect themselves a little bit, so be careful of that in you or the person that you're dealing with, okay? Because there needs to be a balance there. But definitely be kind to other people. Treat them like you want to be treated, kind of thing. That is kind of the advice for the week for you, Virgo. But I think, you know, many of you have a good, viable love offer coming in, or an offer or information of some type that is going to bring you something really nice coming in. And I like it, Virgo. But again, you're told to do the work. Okay, Leos, how are you doing? Let's look at what you might have coming in Halloween week and how you might need to, what you might need to know as far as how to handle the situation, okay? What you might need to know going in. Okay, some of you are feeling very overburdened trying to make a choice. And some of you are resisting healing. You got 2 cards that speak to that. And by the way, fire energy, water energy, and Sagittarius specifically. But again, I always leave the caveat that the zodiac signs are not what's important. Okay, but you got 2 cards here speaking to resisting healing. You got the Temperance reversed, and you got the Nine of Wands. Okay, but this is definitely being overburdened and not taking the time out to heal. Okay, impatient sometimes. Yep, and this may be a person you're dealing with, and you're feeling very overwhelmed. The Seven of Cups is all about being overwhelmed and having trouble making decisions because of this. That's why take a step back, right? Do the work, and you'll be able to see what direction to take, okay? What is the outcome of this? But yeah, be patient, okay? That's the Temperance card. Don't forget to do your healing, okay? And it's also a card of positivity too, okay? Be optimistic about things and go with the flow. You know, the Temperance card is all about going with the flow and not resisting, okay? Because if you do that, you are going to come to the right time, the right place, the right people, the right opportunity, whether it's love or romance or whatever. So, yeah, you know, I mean, and you know what? You may be dealing with a control freak, and that may be you. You know, I'm just going to call it like I see it. You know, you've got the Aries card, but you've got the Emperor in reverse. Very controlling energy, narcissistic tendencies, okay? If that's what you're dealing with, you know, step into your power and speak your truth, right? And do what you need to do to empower yourself in a balanced and healthy way, but not in a narcissistic, controlling kind of way, okay? And you do that by doing the energy work. But if this is what you got coming in, then, you know, from a romance perspective, then heads up. Use your intuition to make good decisions. That's also that message of that Seven of Cups that we just got, right? So heads up to that. Okay, Cancer, how are you doing? So we are going to look at what you have coming in for the week and what you need to know. What do you have coming in for the week and what do you need to know? This may be love, money, just take what resonates, right? Take what resonates. That's what we're calling for. All right. These are similar cards. Woo! You may be dealing with a Saggy or an Earth sign, but again, signs don't matter. Okay, so I'm calling it like I see it. But, okay. Some of you, I'm going to call you out just like I've called out some other signs in this reading. And you know what? I am not a reader that is going to tickle your ears. I'm going to tell you something in love to try to help you. When I see the cards, I'm going to tell you what they say and not make up things to fit my story to get views and subs, okay, subscribers, okay? So that is this. Some of you are feeling a little impatient because you know, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and you've got the Temperance reversed, okay? You want this wheel to turn in the right way and you want to change a fortune, and that is likely to happen. But, you know, here is what's the problem right here, okay, is that the impatience and not doing the energy work, the law of attraction work, the healing, the shadow work to make this happen. This is, you know, when this is in the reverse, those are the things that are impeding this. This is highly possible for you, or it wouldn't be here, okay? It wouldn't have appeared in the upright. But this is what you're doing that is keeping you from here. Okay, so I know you want to go here, Cancer, don't we all, right? Where we have a change of fortune, and you know, kind of be reminded that things. Sometimes you're at the bottom of the wheel, and sometimes you're at the top. That is also the message of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I'm just calling that out. Okay, so you know what? This is another thing. I'm going to say this. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. I want to talk about this because it's in the reverse. That is wasting time on something that is not worth the effort. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Do not waste your time. You know what? Have no problem politely, graciously walking away in a real quick way from those things that do not align with where you are headed. Yeah. So that's the problem. You're wasting your time where you should be spending it over here on you, which will get you to here. Calling it like I see it, Cancer. I got no choice, okay? So yeah, you've got a possibility, a good possibility of a change of fortune. but it's not going to fall in your lap. It's just like anything else, right? To whom much is given, much is required, right? Okay. So with that being said, Geminis, let's get started with you guys. What do you need to know about Halloween week? This is general. It may involve love, money. Just take what resonates. It's often been advice for the other signs. So just take it as what it is. Okay, Gemini? Okay, so let's do some cuts, right? All right. Well, wow, Gemini, what you're not telling me. Woo! Okay. You're moving into some green pastures here. Some of you may have, you've got two I'm moving cards, and that may be energetically or whatever, you know, but, you know, and sometimes it's over water, okay? And by the way, you've got air, water, energy, but again, zodiac signs do not matter, as I've said. Maybe a placement in your chart or someone you're dealing with, or not at all, because again, it takes all four to get a message across, and that's what we're about, is getting the message across. But you see, she still has dark skies, and again, this is genderless, so take this as it resonates. She's moving towards calmer waters. See, her swords, they're put up. She's done fighting. She's on to harmony, and that's what this is about, and she's feeling harmonious. So, you know, the dark clouds are still behind her. They're still within view, and you know, but she's doing some healing. She's moving into healing, okay? Something may have come to an end, okay? Or you may have had an end to a negative cycle. Take this as it resonates, because you do have the World, which is the card of completion and success and fulfillment and a great self-awareness, okay? That's where your energies are right now. Really, really like it. You've got a great opportunity coming in. It's either love or money or both. You've got the Knight of Cups, and I love the Knight of Cups, particularly when it relates to love, and I'll tell you why. This is an offer from someone who you feel like home to them. So typically, I take that to mean a strong soul connection. You know, I use the word twin flame, but understand that that's a greatly overused word. So, you know, do I believe in them? Of course I do. However, I think it's an overused word, so take this as it resonates. But it is a strong soul connection we're talking about. If this is something else where it involves family or job, it is going to be stable. Whoever it is, that, you know, if it's a friendship, whatever, there is great likelihood that this is going to be a nice feeling of comfort and home. Like if it's a job, you feel like you should have been there all along, and you feel like you've been there forever, you know, and it's going to have a family feel to it. Like this is just where I belong. These are my people. Right? So I like it for you, Gemini. I think you've got good things coming in. And I think, you know, the advice here is to just don't hesitate and jump in with both feet. When you feel that home feeling, that's your confirmation. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is the path I'm supposed to be on. Okay, so I like it for you, Geminis. I really do. So with that being said, Taurus, let's talk. What do you have coming in the week of Halloween that we need to know about? Advice, what have you? What do we have? We're just keeping this general, maybe talking love, money, whatever, family, friends. We're just going to leave it at that, right? All right. Well, what you not telling me? What you not telling me? Okay, Well, something did come to an end or is coming to an end of a cycle, which could be a good thing if you want that cycle to end, right? Because it could be, you know, some drama coming to an end, or it could be a relationship coming to an end, or the, you know, singleness coming to an end. Take this as it resonates, okay? But, you know, I like it a lot because you have, you've got two cards of three. And, you know, a lot of times threes can mean a third party situation, but these are both positive threes. So, you know, I do like it because, you know, you've got the three. I'm going to show you the best one last. Okay, I'm saving that for last. But you have the Three of Pentacles, which has to do with your creativity paying off and success through efforts. So if you've been working on healing from this ending that we're talking about, then it's about to pay off, because here is your celebration card. This is a wedding card, long-term relationship many times, but it's cause for celebration and happiness and harmony, contentment and achievement. But this doesn't always have to do with love. It can be family and it can be career. Okay, so wherever it is, it's going to be very contented feeling for you, Taurus, going into that. And, you know, the advice there is to tune into your creativity, tune into your family, to your loved ones. Surround yourself with the loved ones, you know. Take care of your heart is, you know, some other advice that I'm getting, you know, and I think you will, you know. And as far as the three of Pentacles, you know, the advice there is to kind of showcase your abilities. Don't be afraid to show your true self to the world, your beautiful self, Taurus. I know, I mean, my daughter's a Taurus. I know how you guys can kind of be a little timid at times, right? A little slow to take action. In this case, don't be, okay? That's what this is saying. You know, just let people see your beautiful self, because they will love you if they see the real you. I promise you that. So, Aries, let's talk to my Aries folks last, okay? Aries, what do you need to know going into the week of Samhain or Halloween, whichever you want to call it? Okay, what do we need to know about what's coming in for you? What do we need to know about what's coming in for my Aries individuals? Aries, the Emperor, the Empress, right? That's you. Okay. People of action. Let's get it done, right? That's you. Okay. What do we got coming in that we need to know about? Interesting. I like this for you. Ooh, Aries, you got a beautiful reading. Ha, I like it. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. Okay. All right. First of all, the zodiac signs, along with the caveat that zodiac signs are not important. So take what resonates. It may or may not be zodiac signs. They're in the chart of some of you or the someone you're dealing with. But okay, you have water, earth, and you have the Aquarius card specifically. Okay. That being said, okay, this speaks to being resilient, the ability to turn negatives into positives. Boom. That takes a high-vibing individual, and I think many of my Aries folks, that is you, okay? Yeah, this speaks to the ability to overcome things, trauma. Maybe you've overcome some trauma in the past, because you know what? You wouldn't know you were resilient unless you had a reason to have to be resilient, right? So you've overcome some things, and often when you go through crap, Aries, it makes you stronger and bigger and better and more beautiful and sexier and smarter than you ever would have been had it not happened. That's what that's all about in this life. This has to do with hard work paying off. I think you've done some energy work, Aries. I really do. I think you've done some shadow work, and that speaks to this, okay? I think you overcame quite a bit. This is creativity and hard work being recognized and paying off. And here I like a lot. You got the Star card. The card of better days being ahead. It's the card of having hope and healing. So your advice is to continue to have faith in yourself, right? To continue to be hopeful. Because look, that's the only way to work the law of attraction. To continue to bring abundance into your life is to stay positive and focused. You know, you got this ability to turn negatives into positives. So certainly what might have appeared to be maybe a big negative turned out to be even a greater positive, right? It's not like you would wish that experience on your worst enemy, but on the other hand, for you, it turned out to be more of a blessing than the opposite, right? So we're just going to call it like we see it. Better days ahead, having hope and optimism, and continued healing, right? We're always healing, right? We're always doing shadow work. And we're always working on ourselves to be better people. You know, I said this to my daughter's father this morning. We had a nice heart-to-heart, and I'll just share that with you. I said this to him. This morning, my goal is to be a better person than I was yesterday. Tomorrow morning, my goal will be to be a better person than I was today. That's what this life is all about, right? Just constantly making our vibration go up, up, up. And I'm not saying it's going to go up in a straight line. Sometimes it's like this. And that's okay. You know, we're human. We're in a human body. We're dealing with human issues. In this 3D, it can get weird sometimes. So that's my advice to my lovely Aries people. And so now I'm just going to do some overall advice for the week for everyone. In case you missed something, need a little bit of encouragement or advice for you going forward into the week. Right? Overall advice for my collective. One more good shuffle. Overall advice for the week. What do we need to know? What do we need to work on to be better people, right? Always striving to be better than we were the day before, right? All right. What advice does the tarot bring to us today? Well, you have the Eight of Wands. That is all about assessing what did and didn't work that you've done, okay, and why, and making changes to step out in new directions. This is all about taking action, the Eight of Wands, right? After assessing the situation for the positives and the negatives, right? Be balanced about things. See what went wrong, what you needed to do differently, what you need to do the same because it did work, right? And avoid living in the past. Don't live in the past. Yes, work through it. Feel the feels to do the shadow work, certainly. But don't stay in that failing energy, okay, where, you feel like, this is always going to be the way it is because it's the way it's always been. You will definitely manifest that if that is, your mindset. You're going to focus on, you're going to manifest what you're focused on. You're going to manifest what you fear the most. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. Guess what's going to happen? That very thing. Okay, what else do we have for my collective? Step into your own power. Okay, allow yourself to flow with the universe and enjoy life. Don't fight, release, surrender. Okay, let the outcomes and the chips fall where they may. When the tower falls, let it fall. It's for your own good because it was probably built on something that was false or not for you, right? Flow. Learn to love yourself and flow. When you walk with Spirit, Source, the universe, it feels like walking in the same direction that a river current where you feel assisted versus walking against a current when you're in the river where you feel resistance. And it's really hard and it's such a struggle. And I'm not saying everything is going to come easy, but what's meant for you when you are walking with it will come to you. And it will be the most beautiful situation ever. I promise you that. And you got the same advice that the Aries people got, have faith in yourself. Do the shadow work every day, all the time, right? Do the meditation and the self-work and be optimistic. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want, okay? Don't say, I don't want this to ever happen again, because that very thing is what's going to happen. Just get that out of your vocabulary. Just say, I know that so-and-so's coming. I know I've got money coming. I know I've got love coming. I'm not sure what direction from or when, or, how much or what the source is, but I am quite certain because it's always come when I needed it. So, you know what? You've survived 100% of your bad days. That's not going to change, right? Okay. So that's your parting words and your parting advice from the tarot today. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Honor your ancestors, right? The ones that have gone on beyond this life ahead of you, right? That is what this week is about. Much love and light. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like and share. Hit me up in the comments below. Or, of course, for a personal reading or just email me. Love hearing from every one of you. Much love and light and be blessed.